by LaCroix.
Ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. All right, we're getting rolling. Starting every episode with a
Are we slipping? Or, I mean...
Are we slipping? Let's set her up.
We need some sponsored...
Cheers, guys.
3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Animatronic Trio. I'm Anthony.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Ashley. Yes, I am.
You are.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome
I
back.
know.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. Has it been
There's a
over
plant.
a week? What?
Sorry, I got scared. I thought that was a bug on my shoulder.
Has it been over a week since we recorded last?
I think so.
I think so.
Wow.
I know. Feels like a while.
Yeah, you guys went on a little vacay?
We did
We
a
went
little
and
vacay.
visited some of Ashley's family members.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
who
was
are we?
beautiful.
Are we giving a special shout out to? I don't know his name.
Oh, Uncle Rick. Uncle
He's
Rick.
listening.
Uncle Rick!
Big dog.
Hit the subscribe button, Uncle Rick! You just gotta,
He doesn't know how.
how.
I know, that was the sweetest thing ever. Yeah, Uncle Rick, thanks for tuning in.
One of the only 5 people that listen to the
Woo!
That was
podcast.
pretty cool.
All the way in Kentucky!
Got some fans in Kentucky.
Heck yeah.
I didn't even tell him about it. And
We're like prestige worldwide.
He
Why?
just-
Why? Yeah. So yeah, there's been fun things afoot in the world of excuse me, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars.
yeah, you guys have some news for us.
I don't got Aaron's got some happy news.
I got some.
We don't. We'll talk about that. But yeah, a week. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
Every time we
It's been a week.
Ashley, you're not
right
on
voice,
30 anymore.
right voice.
No.
Oh, Ashley's not on a diet anymore.
Yeah,
Great.
so we just ate pizza.
Woo! That was good pizza.
Yeah.
I ate a lot
Pizza.
this weekend, actually.
Pizza Hut? This video is not brought to you by Pizza Hut.
but it could be. We got a new plant.
This one?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
very
strong.
supple.
Picked
Is
her
that
up.
a word you use for leaves? Supple? Or is that just nipples?
It'll probably die in this room, but we'll have to take it
That's
out.
okay.
The plants
That's
leave this
okay.
room as soon as we're done podcasting, because they'll die. There's no sun in here.
Yeah.
If they just look into that light.
We could leave that on. Might
Yeah,
work.
these lights are bright enough.
So, when did you break the whole 30?
Oh, it was Thursday. It was my last day of work, and one of the moms brought me what did you pastries.
Pastries.
Nice.
Yeah,
What
and
kind of pastries? We
I-
talking like Danishes or?
wait.
Chocolate filled
Wait, Danish.
croissants.
Why can't
What?
I think about what a Danish is?
I think Danishes are like.
It's a type of person.
Ooh, I believe Danishes are the little thin pastries that got just a little bit of filling in the middle.
Ooh, like a cream
Oh,
or a
yeah.
cheese
Cream
Danish.
cheese Danish. Sometimes you
Oh,
say cherry or
yes.
apple
It's
Danish.
almost like croissant.
I always
Croissant.
just ate the outside of a cheese Danish.
That's
You didn't like the
silly.
inside?
It was too much.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
that.
would eat just like the
That's the
outside
best
and
part.
like nibble into the center.
Mm,
You guys are.
yeah.
You guys and your sweet
I'm
tooth.
speechless.
So you broke the 30 by diving into a Danish.
Well, they were like croissants,
Oh, croissants.
croissants,
But they had
and
chocolate.
cinnamon roll,
I
and
smell cinnamon roll.
There was
pecan
something else that was
something or other.
Pecan pinwheels? Little Debbie's?
It was like a
good.
pecan.
Oh my god! I have a donut in the other room.
Oh, I meant to tell you that.
I just remembered.
I meant to say, don't forget your donut.
I smell it. What kind of donut? Let me guess. Maple Long John.
Incorrect.
Obscure.
That's
Try
not
more
obscure. That's
basic.
honestly my number one go-to donut
Is it Maple
What?
Long John?
Since when?
since forever. I
I
always
thought
get
you
them.
liked old fashioned or cream cheese,
Cream
I do.
and
But-
you never ordered a maple long john.
Cream
It's sour
cheese?
cream.
Okay.
Sour cream. Oh, sorry.
I
Sour
was like,
cream.
wait, you guys got sour cream donuts and cream cheese donuts?
Sorry, sour cream.
My all-time favorite classic is maple long john or maple regular glaze.
But he never orders those.
So you got...
I actually today
So
when I got those
confused.
2 donuts, I didn't get one, and I was like, "This is so strange that I'm not gonna get one." In my
Huh.
head,
Where'd you get it from? And then I'll guess.
Bosa's.
Ooh, Bosa. Okay, so if you didn't get a bear claw, you got a sprinkled.
I did get one of those, but that's not what's in the other room.
You got a bear claw?
No.
Oh, you got a sprinkle.
Yes.
Then that would mean you dirty dog. You got.
You didn't get a donut at all.
Yeah, you did. You dirty dog. You did the Boston cream.
I did not get a Boston.
Damn it! That's my favorite.
I
was gonna say,
literally
what's your
told you
favorite?
I don't even like the center filling. I don't like donuts that have filling.
Well, we talked about it already. I brought it up.
It's already been mentioned.
I brought
This
it up.
donut?
Yeah.
I honestly can't believe
I missed it.
you know who you're not? Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you got a sour cream donut.
No,
The other one.
You got a glazed.
old fashioned.
Old
Just
fashioned.
Old fashioned. By old fashioned, you just mean a glazed donut.
Hell no.
Oh no, you mean like the cakey donut.
Yes.
Nice.
Come on now,
I
man.
call those copperoos
Why?
because that's like what the cops like.
No.
they dunk it.
cop.
That's an old fashioned cake donut.
That's what I thought you said you got.
No.
See, we've been over this
You
donut
need to learn your
education,
donut.
and it changes though. It changes.
So a sour cream and an old fashioned tend to be in
It's
the same
interchangeable.
vein, depending on where you go.
I don't think Aaron's wrong.
I think
because-
Aaron's 100% wrong and needs to take his Boston
So wait,
cream ass out of here.
you didn't get a plain cakey donut.
That is exactly what he got.
But it's not the plain cakey donut you're thinking.
What?
You're thinking
Wait,
of like
do you
this.
have it in the other room?
Yeah.
We'll show you.
Yeah, you won't get to taste it though. You get to no taste.
But anyways,
Anyway,
This video is brought to you. Not
by
brought to you by
Bosa
Dosa
Donuts.
Dosa.
Dosa? I don't know.
Bosa.
Bosa.
I haven't had Bosa in a long time.
That's good, man.
It's pretty
It's
good.
an Arizona local staple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, let's get into it a little bit.
Yeah. What are we getting into?
So, you seem to be wearing all Marvel Spider-Man gear today. Why,
I am.
Aaron?
Because I'm really excited. I don't remember what day this was. It's been a couple days now.
So yeah, I think what Friday.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know. Don't care. So the Hollywood Reporter, or was it Variety? I don't remember. It was one of those
Okay.
trades.
The National Enquirer.
Well, it's something. They came out and said that Jamie Foxx was reprising his role as Electro in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3,
That makes no
which
sense.
it's a big deal because one, as we know, Jamie Foxx played Electro in Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is widely known as one of the worst Spider-Man movies of all time.
Spider-Man 3.
I've never seen
I
that.
find it enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, it's not a good movie, but I like it.
Well, you think Spider-Man can do no wrong.
I haven't seen
You're a little biased.
I haven't seen him do wrong. Don't get me wrong, it's not my favorite by any means, but it's most people's least favorite. And Jamie Foxx is
Yeah.
True.
kind of forgettable, so it was odd. But Jamie Foxx then got on his Instagram, posted a bunch of fan art. The first picture being a picture of him, his face like in the sky as Electro, with Toby, Andrew, and Tom, Spider-Man, all looking up at him. And so you're like, what the freak? And it's like everyone kind of knew anyways when that news got announced. Like, oh shit, we're getting into some Spider-Verse.
Maybe
shit here.
he just thought of himself.
I was
as
gonna
a
say,
god.
but if
I was
that's
it was
just fan art,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was just fan art. And then he, in his own like caption, was like, "I'm so excited to be playing Electro again in the Marvel Studios Spider-Man 3. This time, I'm not gonna be blue." And then that's when it threw me off, as I was kind of like, "Huh, he's not going to be blue, so he's playing a different Electro."
Because what color is he? Purple?
Usually in the comics, like, he's just a normal looking dude who just has like electric powers.
Electroness.
Yeah, he just wears like a green and yellow costume. But in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, he was blue because in a different line of comics, he happened to be blue.
Oh wait, he said I'm not going to be blue, so why
Yes.
would he be purple?
Yeah,
Or he might be. Yeah. Okay, Ashley.
yeah, we don't know.
Wait,
his
he
gender.
looks purple. Wait, why did you posted something? I
He was
thought, and
kinda
he was like
bluish.
He was
purple.
blue.
He was
In The
bluish.
Amazing Spider-Man, he was blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was saying in this one, he's not going to be blue, which
Maybe
makes
he'll
sense.
be
He's
like-
not the same
not.
Electro.
From a
That he
different
was.
Spider-Verse.
So, my theory is because, in the Tobey Maguire trilogy, J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson, who is the Daily Bugle head of the newspaper.
Okay.
And so then at the end of Tom Holland's Spider-Man Far From Home, you see J.K. Simmons reprise his role, and everyone was kind of like, it was like a shock, like nobody
Oh,
was
yeah.
coming. So it was like, oh shit, like J.K. Simmons, like he's playing J. Jonah Jameson again. So it's like, there's this kind of thing where like, okay, the way I see it going down is, and in Andrew Garfield's movies, J. Jonah Jameson just didn't appear. So
Right.
not to say that he's not in that universe, but he just happened to not be in those movies. And so I'm thinking that in every universe, there's a Spider-Man. And, you know, we had Toby, Andrew, now Tom. I'm thinking in every universe, Spider-Man will be portrayed by a different person. But I'm thinking J. Jonah Jameson in every universe will just happen to be portrayed by J.K. Simmons. And he'll be different interpretations of that. And I'm now thinking that's what Jamie Foxx is going to be. So maybe Electro will be in every reality in the multiverse. And maybe in every reality he's played by Jamie Foxx, but he looks a little different.
He's a different version of himself.
And so all this stuff is intertwining. And so what my theory is we're getting WandaVision in December.
Yes, we are.
And it's widely believed that Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, is going to do something. She's going to make her own reality, and perhaps in doing so, distort all of other realities.
She gonna fuck it
on
up.
accident.
Okay.
Maybe. That's kind of what people were thinking. And so in
Right.
doing that,
That makes sense.
it's going to lead straight into Doctor Strange 2. But now Spider-Man 3 comes out before Doctor Strange 2. But so maybe even Spider-Man 3, you see a little bit of what happened in WandaVision, because it's kind of like, where the hell is Jamie Foxx's Electro coming from? Like, I don't
What
think it's
was
going to be
his
a big role
character
either. I think it's
in-
going to be a really small role. I don't think he's going to be the main villain. I still think Kraven the Hunter is going to be the main villain. So I think it's just going to be a little thing, because they're leading stuff up. Like, Morbius is coming out, and that's like a spin-off movie. It's kind of like Venom. Like, Morbius is a vampire, and he's a Spider-Man villain.
Okay.
And there's all sorts of stuff like Michael Keaton's Vulture is in that movie. And so it's kind of like, all right, where are we getting with this? Like, they're leading up to something.
He did, because he didn't die in Spider-Man 2, right? Or 1.
No, he didn't. He went to jail.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
what I
and
thought.
they showed him at the end of the movie in jail. And now in the Morbius trailer, he's still in his jail jumpsuit. So it's kind of like, all right, these movies are all intertwining, and characters from other movies are popping up in what are supposed to be different universes.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, but it's awesome because for years and years and years, for years, it's only been like 4 years now.
For all the years.
But ever since Tom Holland got announced as Spider-Man, and then Into the Spider-Verse came out, people are like, okay, that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what if they did a live-action Spider-Verse movie and had all 3 original actors?
That'd be
back?
interesting.
It
Yeah.
would be incredible. It would be...
Is Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man shape right now?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in
I
like
haven't
in
seen him,
anything.
but
Is Tobey Maguire lean enough?
He can
I
be.
think he could
Is
be.
he fit enough?
And if not, I mean, if you go back and watch the Tobey Maguire trilogy, his suit, he's not very lean anyways. He's kind of like...
He's a little dough.
He's
it's
kind of
just a
stocky.
normal.
Andrew Garfield's really tall and really skinny, and Tom Holland's just like kind of in the middle.
Well, and in this Into the Spider-Verse, they made that one Spider-Man like
Oh,
all
yeah,
depressed and fat.
Yeah.
So I mean,
love that.
who knows? You can probably be anything.
Right? Yeah.
Any version
Talk
of
about
it.
Spider-Pig?
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
Interesting. So
But
they're just dropping little hints.
They're dropping stuff, and over in the DC realm, which we don't really talk about here, but
Why would you?
they are
Yeah, I like
setting
Watchmen.
up with the Flash movie.
Watchmen's great.
They're setting up their multiverse, and so they're having Michael Keaton's Batman appear.
Wait,
That's from
what?
1989. He's going to be in the new Flash movie, and they're bringing back Ben Affleck's Batman in that movie, and you've got Robert Pattinson's Batman, who hasn't come out yet. Maybe he would make an appearance. So I'm thinking Marvel's always ahead of the curve.
My comic book brain hurts.
I know.
Oh,
And so
same.
I'm thinking Marvel's going to jump the gun, and they're going to want to get this out before DC can, because
I
it's
see.
big stuff. And
so they're
if-
both trying to
Huge,
do the same thing.
huge stuff.
if you did a movie with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire, I guarantee you it would break
No.
the records.
No,
it
it won't.
It would break Avengers Endgame's record. I think it would
Whoa,
be the highest
really?
grossing movie of all time. I really do.
I 100% do not think that's
I
accurate.
1000% think it would happen.
I don't think a Spider-Man
And-
movie's going to do that.
And if it didn't,
Well,
or if it was,
We could make a wager.
I would be the one to make it happen. I would go see that movie a 1,000 times. But I really do think it would.
You're going to have to...
I really
or
do.
at
got
least
$1
come
billion
close.
Yeah, well, because Tom Holland's last movie is the first Spider-Man movie ever to make $1 billion. I think you put them all together, it's pretty big stuff.
I think the only reason why that one made $1 billion is because of
Avengers.
Avengers.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, maybe it'll keep
I
helping.
don't think it's going to be the high. I think it will do, excuse me, extremely well. I don't think it will beat Avengers Endgame. I don't think it will be the highest grossing film of all time.
I think it will. And
I think you are Spidey drunk.
Spidey drunk.
You are, I like to say Disney drunk, but you're Marvel
Spidey drunk.
Spidey drunk.
You're high
Yeah,
on the
I'm
you're
really
higher
excited for it, though.
So wait, but we're not talking about Spider-Man 3. We're talking about just a a live action.
Yeah, live action Spider-Verse movie. Yeah, that won't be Spider-Man 3.
Because Spider-Man 3 will come out before
I think
that
if there's
would
a
happen.
live action Spider-Verse movie, it wouldn't be for years from now. Still, I think there'd still be a couple of other movies to lead up into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's like, please God, do this because I need to work.
Cash.
I need to work.
Andrew Garfield too, though. He got kind of screwed in his Spider-Man deal.
Did Tobey Maguire do anything after
Spider-Man?
Yes.
He did The Great Gatsby.
Oh, how could I forget?
He did.
He's been in other stuff, but yeah,
He's
nothing
for sure
huge.
had to be in
He's been in other things.
Yeah.
but nothing of consequence.
And I always felt weird seeing him in other things.
Mhm.
Like, it just was...
Right?
He's an odd duck, that guy.
Like, he's either Spider-Man or the dude who rode Seabiscuit. Like, that's Tobey Maguire.
Oh my god, I love Seabiscuit.
Oh, I forgot he was in Seabiscuit.
You know what's really funny is in the Spider-Verse comic. So, Into the Spider-Verse, the animated movie, is nothing like the Spider-Verse comic storyline, which came out first.
Mm-hmm.
In the Spider-Verse comic storyline, at one point, you see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in the comic, and someone goes, "Hey, isn't that the dude from Seabiscuit?"
Really?
That's really funny.
That's funny.
Bagel.
That's awesome.
Bagel.
That's my favorite part of that whole movie.
Yeah.
That's
that was-
good.
I don't know why, but that
It's so
might
good.
be my favorite part.
Yeah.
I like that part too.
Bagel.
Bagel. So yeah, Spider-Man,
Oh, man.
awesome.
I think we talked about this, but Into the Spider-Verse, I think, is actually what got me into
For sure.
going into the superhero
Going
stuff.
into the Spider-Verse.
Yes,
Into
I went all the
superhero-verse.
way in.
She went
yeah.
so in.
Yeah.
By the way, on our trip, we showed so many people Captain America's Captain America.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Captain America's Captain America.
His dong.
We were like,
I was
so
like,
have you
what?
seen it?
And what?
Everyone's like, and the best part is that everyone was like, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We asked my little brother,
Dongy.
and the first thing he said was like, "Was it big?" And we're like, "What?"
We're like, it's an awkward ankle.
Then we asked my aunt. She was like, "I want to see it."
Yeah, she did.
And Uncle Rick.
Uncle Rick was like,
Uncle Rick
"Don't
was
show
out.
her. Don't show her."
He looked. He took a peek.
He looked too.
It looked like that.
He wasn't a
Fan. There's a fan over there. A very phallic fan. I keep thinking something is on my head. And
It is.
It is, but it's
a plant tentacle.
a platenticle.
So yeah.
A platenticle.
Wow, so a lot to look forward to.
There's a lot, and yeah, there's just gonna be. Marvel news is gonna be just dropping. I think more
Weekly?
frequently now because
Yeah.
it's been very quiet ever since the pandemic hit.
They've been trying to not push too much because they're pushing everything back, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, but then we just found out Spider-Man 3 starts filming next week
Yeah.
on the 16th. So, and that's happening in New York.
And how long does that take usually?
Filming usually takes a couple months, like 2-3 months maybe.
It's not that long, really.
That's very brief.
Yeah,
I
most
feel like
movies
it
don't take
depends.
that long, and it's post-production that takes like forever.
Especially in these
visual
visual
effects.
effects
Yeah,
movies.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I always thought it took like
But
6 months.
I think back in the day it
to
took
a
a lot
year.
longer, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like the original Star Wars movies took a long time to
but
to
a
film.
couple
Just to
years
film?
to act, film, and
yeah.
act. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why you would
most,
get.
most of these Marvel movies, like they only take like 2 or 3 months. It seems like.
Well, that's why you would get
Yeah.
1977, then 1980, then 1983. They're 3 years apart.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then you get like a Back to the Future situation where they decide to shoot 2 and 3 at the same time, and then 2 was terrible. And Spielberg even says,
I liked it.
Wait,
"You
what's
like Back to
your-
the Future too?"
I like them all.
Well, I like them all too, but
I
Back
haven't
to the Future
seen 'em
2
all.
is clearly the worst.
I think it's my second favorite.
I think
movie of all time?
you are Disney drunk or Spidey drunk.
I think of the 3 Back to the Future.
Whoa,
movies.
whoa, whoa! Rank your Back to the Futures.
1, 2, 3.
What?
Yeah.
What else would it be?
It goes 1, 3, 2, bro. Every time.
But you should know why I like 2 so
Who
much.
are you calling Yeller?
You should know why I like 2 so much.
Why?
No idea.
You have no idea why.
Yes.
Why would I like the second one so much?
Probably because of the shoes.
Yeah,
Fucking loser.
it's so cool.
Yeah, but that's the only cool part about that movie.
Yeah, it gets a little weird after that, but it's
It's so weird. It's like mom's like a
yeah.
And
But the first hour is
Oh
so
my
good that I'm just like, I
God.
don't care. It's so good,
Oh no!
and it's some of the coolest stuff. That first hour, it's so cool.
The hoverboard's cool.
Yeah, dude. Jaws,
Okay,
what is it, Jaws 14 or something like that?
Yeah, I would say Back to the Future 2 has some of the coolest individual elements of
Yeah.
the Back to the Future movies, obviously.
Toads.
But as a movie, it is not good.
I think the second half of the movie falls apart so bad.
Oh my
But-
god, it's not good. You're fired.
But I
Fucking
But the
cares?
first half makes up for it.
I think the first half.
Like, the whole thing is to, like, save him from being fired.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Get
That's
another
okay.
job.
That's
Fucking
okay.
Marty.
Um,
Goddamn Marty McFly.
speaking of
I can't believe that.
movies from the 80s,
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. What
last
did we do?
week.
Let's talk about it.
We had a field
What day
trip.
was that?
Tuesday?
Was that last
No,
Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Oh,
Wednesday.
I honestly had no idea what you were talking about.
It was last
until-
Wednesday? So 6
Yes.
days ago, we
Dun, dun,
saw
dun,
I think it was Wednesday.
Empire Strikes Back.
in the theaters. AMC.
My second favorite movie of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
What's number one?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah.
So good.
So
Okay.
good.
I love
Um,
Jurassic Park.
So it's my second favorite movie of all time, but it's the best.
Bot.
It's
Bot.
the best sequel of all time. Do
Okay.
you guys agree? do you think?
Yeah, sure. I would agree with that.
Best sequel, like, of all the sequels in
She's
the world?
definitely not going to agree with you. I thought you were going to say Back to the Future 2 is the best sequel of all time. You
No.
freaking turd.
I'm going to have to say Toy Story 2.
Ooh. Solid.
It's a good one. But I'm going to be honest.
We forgot that Ashley's favorite.
I like,
Cinema.
of the Toy Story movies, Toy Story 3 is my favorite.
We watched that the other day at my parents'
Yeah,
house.
it's my
Yeah,
favorite.
it's a good one.
It's so good. They're
I
all
like
good.
one, too.
Lots.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they're all good. I think, like, 1 is so good, but, like, I have a hard time
It's
watching
rough
it now.
now.
The animation
Oh,
is so
yes.
bad.
Good point. Good
What
point.
are you
It's
talking
so
about?
bad.
Andy looks great.
Good point.
Dude,
It-
They all
the-
look plastic.
The freaking, like, the baby doll head that's on, like, the...
Yes.
What were those called? What were
Erector
those
set?
The Rector set. So bad.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
love that kid.
But it's
But it's
still,
a
I
good
think
movie.
because I loved it as a kid,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
it doesn't, just how
What was
you
that,
guys
95?
Yeah.
95, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it was 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun because I had obviously not been alive when Empire was in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they had it in theaters at multiple times throughout the years, but
Right, but I just had... Yeah.
So that was the first time any of us had obviously seen it in
Yeah.
the theaters, and it's so good. I love the movie. All of it's really great, but
But...
now looking back at it and watching it, like, because obviously I've watched it hundreds of times,
yeah.
but sitting down watching it start to finish without diverting attention at some point, I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like picking up your phone or whatever.
True.
This movie is a goddamn comedy. There are some of
There
the
is some
funniest
funny stuff.
parts.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not a comedy, obviously,
No.
but like the puppeteering of Yoda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
There
yeah.
are certain
His
like
eyes.
Yoda's crazy.
there are certain still shots and
Yeah.
how his like bottom jaw lip moves that is just but, like in the theater we were
laughing.
literally laughing
Yeah.
out loud or just like you're just like, oh my
And his
god,
eyes are just like,
Yeah,
I mean,
there were some lines.
Mark Hamill, I love you to death, but like some of the like when you found out who your father was, you
oh
made some
my
of the
gosh. That was so bad.
his face.
That's not true! That's impossible!
He had the best,
No!
he had literally
So
the best frown of all time.
Yeah.
Like
so
his
so
the
bad.
size of his mouth went beyond his chin.
good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was
It was like rubbery.
and then he's like, I'm just gonna jump down the tube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just.
And then he did he
He was
landed on that bar on his like behind
Oh
his-
my
Yeah,
god.
And you're like, bro, that hurt so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
So bad, and probably not
What?
worth
Yeah,
it.
if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he falls down the chute
If you don't know, you need to.
and he's on the outside now of he's outside of Cloud City, and he lands on that thing like this, and he's hanging.
And catches
like,
himself.
Oh my god.
Slammed.
That hurts so
Well,
bad.
he just lost his hand, too.
Yeah.
Which you clearly can see is, like, wrapped up in, like, a glove at one point.
Yeah.
It's so great to watch it on the big screen again. It was just fun to, like, see. That was the original experience people got. Obviously,
well,
it had been there have been things changed and whatnot.
Yeah, they had that. There was only...
In this movie, there's only, like, one or two, maybe?
There was one scene, and it was probably one of the only big changes where I, like, leaned over and I was like, dude, that CGI is rough. When they first take you to Cloud City, and they're just kind of doing those sweeping shots, and it's like, oh, man, it looks so bad.
Oh, with the little bipod.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't know if they're called bipod, but they're like a dual pod something. Those ships. They're pretty cool.
You guys, pardon me for a second. Continue. I'm going to be right back.
Where are you going?
It's a secret.
Ashley has to poop.
What?
Rick, that's not true.
Yeah.
Uncle Rick, that's
Uncle
not
Rick.
true.
I feel like
don't believe what
I feel like
don't
it's
believe
going
what
to
he
become
says.
a running trend that we just like talk to somebody named Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like off camera.
Rick's
Rick.
always listening.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or Rick's our
Okay. We'll see.
You go get your surprise.
You going to get that donut?
Do you want me to?
I don't see why not. If you're getting out, I mean, if you're heading out.
I'll come back.
But she just knew we were going to talk about Empire for a while, so she's like, I'm out of here.
Well, that's fine. It's crazy to me that people saw that movie and then had to wait a couple of years. They're like, oh my gosh, Darth Vader's his dad! Whereas, like, I was telling you after we saw it, where it's like, you and me, growing up, we had... Like, I was gifted the whole trilogy on VHS when I was, like, 5. So it was like, I watched it, and I was like, oh, cool.
And also
and
the whole, like,
in...
Luke, I am your father was already a thing floating around. Like, I don't think I was ever, like... I'd never had that, like, oh my god moment.
Yeah.
Because growing up with Star Wars, like...
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
It's
weird. I wish I could go back in time and, like... My parents... had never watched Star Wars, and they gifted that to us, so I want to know why it was like, why did you feel like, and like, that's how we were introduced, like, we were introduced to Star Wars with the trilogy on VHS, so...
Yeah, same, I was too.
Yeah, it's like, but, like, had any of your family, because to my recollection, nobody in my family had ever seen it, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. I'd be curious to know, like, what went through my parents' heads when they're like, oh, I think they'd like this.
I have to ask my dad, but I remember... we didn't own it, but I remember going to like a Bookman's.
Oh, okay.
We talked about this on a podcast that never made it to air, but Bookman's, I think, and buying the trilogy, like the box set, which I almost bought today at Collector's Marketplace.
My brother still has it.
I can't find ours, so I
he
almost
has that,
bought the whole
he still
set.
has the Indiana Jones box set on VHS.
Nice.
Yeah, that's you.
Pretty jelly.
That
about
thing's
that one.
like mint too. Like our Star Wars one's pretty beat up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Indiana Jones set is like mint.
Means you guys weren't watching it enough.
Guess not.
Salah.
But you know, okay, so let's talk Empire. Like pretty hard.
Oh, sorry.
Because Empire's my favorite Star Wars movie.
Let's talk Empire really hard.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie, obvi.
Mm-hmm.
Is it yours?
Solo, a Star Wars story. Oh, Rick.
Oh, Rick, you get a load of this guy, Rick.
No, I would say that and Jedi. Just because growing up, Jedi was my all-time.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, Empire kind of became the number one. But I still have, obviously, everyone hates the Ewoks. I don't fucking care. Ewoks are tight.
Yeah, I like them.
The speeders on Endor, that scene
badass.
was so awesome when I was a kid.
Chicken walkers.
That's not what they are.
But that's what I call them.
I love when they get smashed by the two logs.
Yeah,
It's like a tin can.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole Endor stuff was pretty tight.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's nothing wrong about Return of the Jedi for me. I have no complaints. I think growing up, what I loved about Empire so much, it's different now, but as a kid, it's the stupidest reason ever. But I've always been like really infatuated with like snow themes or like water themes. So like if like a lot of my favorite of anything. It's like
So
it's
you're
usually
ready for
because
the
it's
Mandalorian then?
yes. So like with
Kill 'em.
Empire, I was like Hoth. I thought that was so cool. Everything about it,
Well,
and like still to this day, like I love it. Tauntauns are freaking
I
awesome.
think my favorite Star Wars vehicle is still the snow
The
speeders.
snow speeders, yeah.
I don't know why. I just always thought like the tow cables, like, and they look something about the way they look.
Yeah.
I mean, X-wings obviously.
Yeah,
Freaking rad.
I always say X-wing, and then I like really start to think about stuff, and I'm like, man, X-wings are like badass.
It's almost like the X-wing is like a little too popular.
Mainstream.
Yeah,
yeah. Because
Like-
then I'm always like when I saw the Slave One, I was like, oh, forgot about Slave One, and then I
Slave
see the
One's
Y-wing, and I'm like, ooh, but the Y-wing. I think the Y-wing might be
really.
the Y-wing and Slave One are probably because it's
snow
like I do
speeders
always
are
want to say
back-to-back.
X-wings, but I hear you. Like X-wing is it's like it's too cliche.
It's cool. It's
like Millennium Falcon. It's like I'm never gonna say that, and regardless, it's not my favorite.
Maybe. Bazinga. The Millennium Falcon is definitely in my top 3 for sure.
I mean, that's awesome.
You can't hate the Falcon.
I don't hate it. I don't even dislike it.
How dare you?
It's not my favorite.
I know what you mean.
That
fastest Uncle Drunk in the galaxy, man.
But
parsecs.
It's funny how now my reasons of liking Empire the best is it really to me has all of what makes Star Wars Star Wars.
That scene when Leia kisses
introduced
Luke, the incestual part, the incestual kiss.
Oh,
I thought that you were gonna say that was your favorite part.
No. So like Empire, you get introduced to so again, all my favorite things about Star Wars are in the movie. Tauntauns and Hoth, cool. But then you get stuff where it's like you think of Star Wars and you think of these things. Yoda is introduced.
We
to
are
Empire.
introduced to Yoda.
We're introduced to Boba Fett, who is one of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters.
It's true.
You learned that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
If he's dead. Yep, that's right.
And then you get Han Solo and Carbonite. It's like to me, like all of the very like classic nostalgic things are
I
like.
love you.
Yeah, I know.
God,
yeah,
I cheered.
Yeah,
I love that part.
You did. Yeah. So to me, it has the best qualities of all of Star Wars in that movie.
It's kind of like how Back to the Future 2 has all the cool Back to the Future like references, but sucks. Except Empire has all the cool Star Wars references, but doesn't.
I was gonna say, wait, are you?
No, calm down. Yeah, I agree with you. That's all very valid. I think for me, Empire, when I was thinking about it when I was younger, if you think about it, these movies were made for kids.
Yes. Yes.
But there's plenty of adults who feel like they're not made for kids, which I find funny. Like the diehard Star Wars guys who are in their like 50s now.
Yeah.
Who are like, Star Wars are not kids' movies. Like, and I'm like, they're fucking space fantasy, bro. Like, yes, they are.
Yeah.
And obviously that was like a lot of why a lot of them did not like a lot of the new Disney Star Wars stuff because they felt it was too kid oriented, which I can see their point, but they're like, oh, old Star Wars original trilogy was much darker, and I'm like, was it?
It wasn't.
Like, like the fact that
you thought it was dark because some random iguanas were crawling across the swamp.
Yeah, you thought it was dark because Vader like choked out some generals, like,
and he stood up when he was dead.
He sat in his fucking dome egg. Like his scarred head, like it's one of those things where you're like, what made that so dark? Like if you look at, to me, I mean, I'm not gonna compare it to the new stuff because obviously they're very very different. But I don't even remember where I was going with this. But to me, when I was younger, that's what it was. I thought Jedi was more fun. Return of the Jedi was more fun. Because
I can see that.
I felt like the pacing in Return of the Jedi may have been a little bit quicker. Like maybe not quicker, but it felt like
there's definitely more action. Like if you think about it, Empire is a little slow.
Empire is for sure slow.
And I could see where like
I don't know, man.
And I don't know this for sure, maybe it started the trend, or maybe it was just one of the first ones to do it. But Empire's one of those ones where it's like the sequel is gonna be a little darker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get to like newer movies now. It's like, oh, the sequel, we're taking a darker tone, and I feel like it kind of came from that. Because I can see it, and like, not that it's a dark movie, but like, it's not as lighthearted as A New Hope or Return of the Jedi. Like, both Return of the Jedi is really fun. A New Hope is really slow.
Empire kind of ends on a down note.
Yeah.
Right. Like, things are not
good,
super great. So yeah, that's fair. Maybe that's why. That could be very well been a reason why I, as a child, liked Jedi the most.
And you're like, oh, that wasn't fun.
I was like, oh, okay.
Luke's hurt. Oh no.
No fireworks over Endor.
Right. Yeah. But it was funny to see it in the theater, and like I know you and I were laughing a lot. Like, there were a lot of lines where even now, like, I can't quite think.
The dialogue was not so good.
But just like the delivery of their lines, like, we were just cracking up.
Oh my god, the dialogue between like Han and Leia is so aggressive so many times.
It's good though.
I love it. I love it.
So even the lines that I was laughing at, I wasn't
necessarily scruffy looking.
Yeah, it's not that I was laughing at it because it was like so bad, but like,
I think I was laughing.
It is bad, but like, it's funny, and it's like it made me like happy.
I think I was also laughing because it's like, all the lines.
Yeah.
And seeing them on the big screen, it was like, oh, he said it here too.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't change it up for this.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Your donut?
Here comes the donut mama.
I was like, oh, man, that's in a little donut bag.
It's very wet.
Some donut grease.
What's going on with my donut bag? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything to it.
What happened? She's back, ladies.
I'm back. What'd I miss?
What were you doing?
What? Nothing.
All right.
Is it wet for a reason? I guess you gotta open it and find out.
I think it's just greasy.
We've just been talking about Empire. Still.
Oh, okay.
We're still talking about Empire.
Yeah. Okay.
So you missed a ton.
It was funny when Luke arrives on Dagobah and Yoda is like,
oh my god, I love that scene.
Stealing his
he looks so cute, and he's like bent over on all fours.
Yeah, and he's digging through all his stuff. And Luke's like, don't do that. And I turned to you and I was like, dude, I say that all the time, and I didn't realize, and I've watched that movie hundreds and hundreds of times, but it's like, I didn't know that's why I say that. And I say it all the time. Like, if somebody's, like, anything, if anybody's doing something that, like, anything, I was like, don't do that.
Like if somebody steals your little mini light bulb flashlight on a pointy, weird stick.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what?
He's like, I need that to get that. Yeah. I need that. What do you need that for?
And him when he was beating R2, and so the other thing is we can't help but think of freaking seagulls now.
Oh my god, the lip sync.
Every time they're on Dagobah now, it's like, that's all I think of.
Same.
When he's on his backpack.
Yeah.
And he's like breathing, he's like, shh, what is he saying? He's like trying to like calm him down. And then it just like literally.
He's just breathing
at
the end when he's like, I'll watch you sleeping. Or what does he say?
Don't fall asleep.
Oh, when he's like, because in the movie he's like, you will be. But and the seagull thing's like,
he's like, don't fall asleep.
If you guys haven't seen Seagulls, hop on the YouTube.
Bad lip reading.
It's a Bad Lip Reading presents. I think it's just called Seagulls.
Seagulls.
And it's scenes from.
It's so good. And it'll get stuck in your head.
Clips from that stuff on Empire Strikes Back.
We sing it on. We literally get it stuck in our head or sing it randomly once a week.
Maybe we can put the link to that in the bio.
No.
Why not?
Sorry.
Oh, look.
It's so good, and now I want to watch it now.
I was gonna say I meant to watch it after we saw the movie, and I forgot.
Yeah, me too.
Because there was a while I was watching it every morning.
She was.
So funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
I feel like we should also, because of the YouTube, we should just like point to random, like do YouTube things.
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
right here.
Well, I'll have it floating right in here. Click the link. I'll post it here.
We should start putting the links in opposite directions.
Or like
too.
dial the 1-800 number on the bottom of the screen.
Or maybe like we can like pick our nose and then like throw the link at them.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh,
mask.
coronavirus.
Yeah, we're not gonna do any of that actually, but so all of this Star Wars talk obviously makes me. I got duped by Shop Disney the other day. By the way,
What do you mean?
Duped?
yeah, I got tricked.
What?
What? Elaborate.
Didn't get tricked really, but
Was this because the lightsabers came out from Galaxy's Edge?
yeah, thought it was gonna be something else.
Wait,
What?
I like didn't. So okay, I got like a little blip ad that was like, exclusive Galaxy's Edge, and I was like, oh shit, maybe they're for some reason. So I follow like the replica prop forums and like the Prop Store of London, like where they obviously sell prop stuff. And for some reason in my brain, I put all of that together. Like I didn't like pay attention to where I was reading the ad from, so I duped myself, and I thought they were selling stuff from Galaxy's Edge.
Oh.
Like prop stuff, or like just like or stuff from like the design, like
Gotcha.
prints, or you know what I mean, like some sort of in the development. And I was like, oh shit! And so like I clicked the link, you know, obviously I go to it, and it just happened to be looking at it as I was driving somewhere, not texting and driving. I was
Instagramming and driving.
Yeah, but
So
and then it goes and it's like, oh, like I can't get into Shop Disney. It wouldn't let me load the pages. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I realized that they put me into a virtual queue. And then like so I'm waiting and like checking and I'm like, oh, like I wonder, like don't really.
What is it?
And then it's like literally like stupid nothing. And they were all sold out anyway.
It was the lightsabers, right?
Well, there was lightsabers, but there was also like some of the like in Doc Ondars where they sell the lightsabers, and like it has some of the other like, you know, the kind of nicer costume stuff.
Oh yeah.
So some of that stuff you've not been, but Ricky.
He likes to remind you of that.
Yeah. So like some of the like it's you can buy like, you know, Jedi robes that are like pretty legit, and they were selling that stuff on.
I want one
online. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually,
there's actually
some...
a Yoda costume that I'm pretty sure will fit.
What?
Ashley?
Yeah, and
like a real like wooden cane.
Really?
Pretty legit, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty legit, and then also that pilot outfit.
Oh yeah,
that's a kid's one. Though.
And it's a kid one, but
it'll fit her.
I want a legit rebel.
Well,
but it's pretty legit.
We could all become rebel pilots.
Done.
That would be cool.
For the next podcast, we're gonna need to make suits fast.
Quick, grab the sewing machine.
It's over there. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's in there.
It's in there. No, but the kids one normally like kids costumes are kind of like tacky. This one
has, like,
was
metal
actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
How much are they?
And this one was like I think
something.
Maybe 170.
That was like close to 2.
And there was only like
From
one
Disney.
or two pieces on it that we would probably take off and could replace with something cooler. But it was pretty cool.
Dang.
Yeah, it was actually pretty legit. And you would just fit in like the big kid size.
Don't they sail?
They
sail?
Do they sail? Also the helmets. The helmets are pretty nice too.
Legit. And they have like cool like bomber jackets. Sail!
Don't you go sailing at Disneyland?
That was like a grandma mixed with like.
You ever go sail? Don't they sell like Han Solo's belt and his buckle thing there?
I think so, yeah.
Probably.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
I hope we can go soon. Are you saving your pennies so we
here's
can
the deal.
go?
Like, well, hopefully we'll be able to go soon.
I hope this year.
So there's been so much going on, back and forth with the state of California.
Yeah.
And more has come out, and you know, Disneyland had to unfortunately lay off 28,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
I think most of them, like 60-something%, were part-time employees. But it was kind of across a lot of the Disney-owned companies. So like ESPN and like lots of people were let go. And to me, it really frustrated me the way California's handling it. because, Disney's like, we need to open, we're going to have to let all these people go. And California's like, well, tough, deal with it. And they're like, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to let these people go. And then like 2 days later, they're like, oh, here's the guidelines. And they're like, do not publish these guidelines because you didn't consult any of us. Universal Studios, like all SeaWorld, all these people are like, these guidelines are crazy. And so
wait, who put out the guidelines?
So
the state of
California said, hey, we're going to release guidelines on last Friday. And they gave them to them early. And unanimously, all of the theme parks in California were like, why didn't you consult with us first? Do not put these guidelines out.
Like, we can't open with these guidelines.
We can't, like, this is not, like, there was, like, rumors about it being, like, nobody from further than 100 miles away or 120 miles away. They were going to have ultra-reduced hours. Like, there's, like, a whole lot of rumors
like,
about what it was.
Be worth
it would have been very, very restrictive and not really made sense. Yeah. And it's, like, look at what they're doing in other places. Like, obviously Disney's open in Florida. Plenty of other countries, Florida, the Universal Studios Orlando, like all of those are open and they're using those guidelines and they seem to be working. Everyone that I've heard that has gone to any of those have said it feels safe. It's, everything's being handled well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they pushed back and were like, do not release these guidelines. Don't make this the guidelines. And so then California came back and was like, okay, we will consult and do it that way. So now, who knows how long it's going to take for them to come up with guidelines that's mutually, I don't want to say mutually beneficial,
now it's in,
but
the review process kind of.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going back and forth or who knows what they're doing. But now at least the theme parks can say, look, we're the theme parks. We're in the theme park business. Because they were like, who came up with the guidelines? Like, nobody in the health system in the state of California has anything to do with theme parks.
It's probably the guy who fills up all the 25-cent gumball machines. He came up.
He's the guy. I think it's actually the guy that empties the meters.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, parking meters.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was one of those things where they were like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So literally, it seemed and also like Disney kind of bashed on the state of California a bit. Like in a lot of their press releases, they're like, due to their unwillingness to cooperate or even, essentially like, they won't return our phone calls kind of a thing,
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I was reading articles about like other businesses in Anaheim who are like, please set some guidelines so that these parks can open because a huge portion of our, income comes from.
You would think the state of California would want them to open.
I think the state of California has no idea what it wants right now. If you're in California, I'm sorry. Don't come here. Go to Texas.
Sure.
But we just want Disneyland to open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, don't come here, but we want to come there. Yeah.
Well, for selfish reasons, but like also like it's a huge company that employs a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's like if not trying to get all, COVID political talk, but it's like if we want to have, some economy left after this thing's all over with, let's start working towards getting more jobs instead of taking away more.
Yeah. Right.
We've already lost so many jobs. Like, let's just get it rolling.
Let's just open the parks, eat cream cheese, pretzel.
No.
I'm down to try. I've never tried them. So.
You don't want
them? To answer your question, you asked me if I was saving my pennies.
Oh, yeah.
The answer is no.
So we're gonna need a sponsor.
Honestly, I've been thinking, I was like, oh man, the second wave of stimulus checks, it's going straight to an annual pass.
Oh,
and then
great
idea. Is there a second wave?
Did you hear what happened today?
No.
They completely halted. As of right now, there's no stimulus checks.
Oh.
So they're like, and we're not going to talk about the news or anything, but they were like, dude, it's a lose-lose situation for the Republicans and Democrats that So I was like,
you were really banking on that for
as of right now,
I honestly didn't even know that there was the talks of that.
It's been back and forth.
It's been in the talks since the first one.
They couldn't agree on anything, and as of today, it's like, nope, it's not happening.
Wow.
Not to say that it's not going to happen, but as of right now, they just said for now, it's halted completely.
Well, Interessante.
Well,
I have
let's
to
see.
start selling my bod again.
Your what?
My body?
Oh, your
Yeah.
bod.
Yeah.
He's going to become a comfort girl. Is that what they call it?
No, actually, I would sell my body for other things.
Like your organs, or
No. Like my physical outer body.
should sell feet pictures.
Oh yeah. My physical therapist Doug. He really
Shout out to Doug.
He takes lots of pictures of my feet. He was taking pictures of my feet today, and he's like, "You're gonna be a social media star one day." I was like, "Because of my freaking messed up foot? Cool."
Some people
So,
would be.
yeah, if you guys ever want to see my feet, just
Swipe up.
Reach out.
Click on this link here. Just what the
Oh,
heck?
what was that?
Oh, Admiral Akbar just took a dive.
It's a trap.
He literally did.
Oh, you know what? Okay, grab that. Because I was going to bring this up right in the beginning of the podcast. Anyways, my feet really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, DM us, and I will send you
And
pictures
you'll
of
get
my feet.
personal pictures.
I've
But
got
for
it.
a price, a small price.
Yeah, I have a retrocalcaneal bursa on the back of my heel.
That sounds amazing.
I know.
That sounds cool.
So, this is a little canvas of Admiral Akbar. Is he drinking blue milk?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's awesome. And so you made this.
Yeah.
And you made a few of these.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
For whatever
There's
reason.
There's a hipster Greedo back up here also. He's drinking a PBR, and it says, "I shot way before anybody else."
It's so good. It's so good. So, like,
yeah.
this is really, really... How long did it take you to make this?
Also, baby Admiral Akbar.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a twap.
It's a twat.
Go put it up to the camera. Go put it up to the camera.
That's, I think, yeah, underneath
favorite.
his body, maybe put, it's a twat.
Yeah, it's a twat.
It's a twat.
He's a cutie.
For whatever reason, I started doing Admiral Akbar, and
She loves him.
it was my easiest, like,
Okay,
that
so what
came
made you choose
easiest.
Akbar?
I think did I ask for an Akbar?
No, you just were like, I don't remember how it started, but,
He's one of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters. Like, I think if I had to go, like, and rank them, it'd be, like, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then Admiral Akbar.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's
Really?
For a guy that's got, like, 8 seconds of screen time. And
Also,
one line.
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett's freaking awesome.
Yeah, but he's also in it for like 5
I
seconds.
know. It's like
You
my
like
favorite
all
characters
the-
aren't in it for very long.
I do
For
love
less than 1
in
minute.
Jedi all the Jabba Palace stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
Oh, yeah.
I actually really want
yeah.
to watch that now that we've watched.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so I wanted... There's a reason why I brought this up, and it worked out that it fell on the ground. So how long did it take you to make that?
Not very long. I don't know. Maybe like, I don't remember.
So I'm not going to
Within
ask
a day.
you...
I know
I'm
what
not
he's
going
doing.
to ask you... I'm not going to ask you if you're an artsy person, because clearly you are. But when we sat down, there's a picture of, like, a tree frog. You did
Oh,
that?
yeah. I did that in high school, yeah.
It's really good.
Thanks.
So all these things are really good.
Thanks,
And
that's
Anthony
so nice.
and I were talking before the
We talked.
podcast about doing some giveaways. And maybe we can have you make some prints.
Oh.
And we can use these as giveaways. And
That'd be
because
cool.
people would love that. Like, I mean...
Like to do a painting and then make it a print?
Yeah.
You could
So
do it.
I say after we post this video, we post some pictures on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And, like,
Maybe
like
we'll
you
do
think
that.
about, like, it's a twat. Like,
It's a twat.
like we can get that on t-shirts. Like,
That'd be pretty cute.
I would want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, hopefully you guys like Admiral Akbar because that's what I like doing.
He might be our mascot.
Yeah. But he is pretty awesome. I think he's just the most fun to draw.
Animatronic Twio.
Oh,
It's a twap.
it's a twat.
Welcome to the animatronic Twio.
Twio.
It's a twat.
Animatronic
I just
Twio.
sound like freaking Tweety Bird.
Yeah, you do. Oh my god.
It's
That's
too
really
big.
good though. I love
Thank
these.
you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I've seen a
It
few
was
of these
fun.
around, and
Well,
they're
the-
like really
The
good.
little kids that she's
Thanks.
been tutoring, she did 3 different little ones for them.
Yeah, their favorite.
One was a Baby Yodes
Baby Yodes.
sipping tea.
Baby Yodes.
A Django Fett.
Yeah, I got a
Django
request for
Fett.
Django Fett.
And
Cool.
Amanda.
Yeah, it was kind of
The
cool.
Mando was great. Django, I thought was great, but she didn't like it.
No.
Why? How
Django
come?
is not good.
She didn't
Mando
like
I really liked. Baby Yoda was okay. And then Django, I was running out of time. It was a busy week.
You just kind of rushed it.
And I kind of rushed it, and the proportions
Sorry,
were
kid.
off. I know.
Sorry, Rick.
No, but this kid, I felt bad because I couldn't.
He loved it.
He loved it. It was actually so sweet because I was really nervous. I was like,
I thought
dude,
it was such a weird, want.
request.
I want Django.
That's cool though, because Django Fett's still cool.
Yeah,
He's
but it's
freaking
so
awesome.
random.
Yeah.
I think he at first said Mando, but the
He's
other
so
kid said
Rando
Mando.
We need to have a segment called Rando Fett.
Yeah.
Where you talk about
That's
random
a good
shit.
idea. But the proportions were off. I felt bad, so I told the kid I'm so sorry, this isn't my best work, and the proportions are off. And he was
she told a
like
6-year-old it was not her best work.
9. But I felt kind of guilty about it because the other 2 kids I thought were noticeably better, and he was
not
like,
to a 9-year-old.
and he was like, "What are you talking about?
This is
This
incredible.
looks exactly like Django Fett." And he even said, he couldn't stop staring at it, and he was like, in the light, that is what his armor does. And I was like, amazing.
How did you do that?
He was like,
Is this a photograph?
it
No,
shimmers.
I mean, I believe it because this is insanely good.
Thanks.
And what did you use? Are these markers or
No,
paint?
it's paint,
It's
right?
paint, and then, but his, some of it is paint marker.
Okay.
Yeah, but then, it's a mix of both paint and.
We call
That's
that
so
mixed
cool.
media in the art world.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah, these are rad. We need to put these up on the Instagram.
And I don't know if he drinks blue milk, but
Everyone drinks blue milk.
Seemed
Especially when
fitting,
he
right?
visits Tatooine.
he
That's
kind of looks
freaking
like
rad.
a fish.
Cause we were
Yes.
talking about doing
Is he?
giveaways
He's a
and
Mon Calamari.
What?
Basically a fish.
he's freaking awesome. It's a
Yeah, I
twat.
like him.
It's a twat.
Yeah, audience can't wait for you guys to see these. They're freaking rad.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
if you
guys.
are listening to just the podcast version, or listening, on podcast stuff, check out the YouTube channel, Animatronic Trio on YouTube. Subscribe, like them, thumbs them up, share them. Obviously, anywhere you want to watch or listen is
Follow
great.
us on the gram.
But I think we do talk about a lot of funny stuff, but also I think watching it is also funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to see our new plant that we got.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And the sweet
Oh
Galaxy's
yeah,
Edge
that's
poster.
newer too. Did you
What is
see
it?
that, Aaron?
No,
It's kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it,
Like a map, sort of.
it's sort of like a map.
like a blueprinty,
It's kinda, I would say like a diagram of the Galaxy's Edge,
Nice.
which you've never been to.
No, I've never been there.
Oh, fucking Target.
Target.
Really, Target.
But okay,
Target's got
so
some good
Target
stuff.
we were
actually had
we were
6
at Target. We were at
Star Wars
Target
posters.
and looking at the Star Wars stuff.
Was
just
this
'cause-
today?
No, this was last week.
Last week, yeah.
Like
Before
probably
we
a
left.
day or so after we did the last pod.
Okay.
The Lost Pod.
And I was like so gung ho on just getting more stuff to decorate in here. And I had at one point 5 different posters
5.
that I wanted to buy.
All Star Wars.
And she's like, can you not
Can you not do Fett right now?
can you not make everything in our house Star Wars?
Please.
And so I got one. I was like, this was the most.
That
you
one's
just
cool.
get Uno Fett right now?
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna start that's gonna be my.
She got real
Every-
fed
Everything's
up.
gonna be Fett.
She was fed up with it.
Fett wop.
That's
I
what I was
love
gonna
Fetty
say.
Wap.
You do?
I had a face.
You just love wop.
That was funny. Sorry, Rick.
Check, please.
Alex, that's for
Please.
you, bud.
Who's
I have
Alex?
a coworker named Alex who watches our videos.
Oh, take that back.
Oh,
He's
We're
awesome,
editing that
and,
out then.
he loves any reference to WAP.
Like
Fetty Wap.
Cardi B's WAP or?
Whatever you want. Whatever you think.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds like a cool guy.
He is a cool guy.
Only likes the WAP.
Maybe
man.
he'll come on sometime.
Heck yeah.
You got a stool.
We do got a stool. My brother was like, I want to be on your podcast and I want us to talk about Monster Squad.
What's Monster
Have
Squad?
you guys
No.
ever seen the movie Monster Squad?
We're not doing it.
And I was like, was kind of like,
Why does he want to talk about
I know.
Monster Squad?
Well, first of all, it's a great movie, but I told him, I was like, I think we're sticking to the demographic of
We can do
Disney.
whatever we want.
But
we talked for freaking an hour and a half
About
the
I
devil.
know.
all the time?
And if you guys noticed, it got the least amount of views.
Did it?
Of all
I mean,
of our stuff.
obviously, of course
Yeah.
it would.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it would.
Yeah.
Because you have to see that movie, and we went
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Halfway through that podcast, I was like, I wouldn't watch this podcast.
In hindsight, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
These ones are more fun.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a play-by-play of like the darkest movie of the year.
That was a horrible first movie to do.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
Whatever.
I have a great idea.
We still need to pick a freaking movie.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
what should we do?
Let's pick a
We
classic.
need a Disney movie.
Oh yeah, we couldn't agree. We said Bambi, then you said Fox and the Hound.
Okay,
and
here's
then
what
it
we
was
should
like-
do. We should do
And then you
this.
said Frozen
Should do
2.
them all in order.
Law and Order?
Do every Disney movie in order.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
first one that came out?
Snow White.
That's crazy, Fett.
That's cray Fett.
Snow White's not the first one.
So wasn't Snow White the first animated feature film?
Feature length, yeah.
Oh!
But I was
You're thinking we're
I'm
gonna do
just going-
Steamboat Willie.
gonna go deeper. Oswald.
Oh snap! Deeper.
So
go deeper. We could go deeper, Fett.
I was gonna say that. Okay, I think here's I'm doing this for you, Aaron. This is for you.
Oh.
Ashley's never seen Frozen.
Did you say Frozen?
And you really want us to do Frozen 2, but she's not seen Frozen
You're right.
1.
You're right.
So I feel like Frozen is one of those movies where people are either swing or not. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, Frozen, I don't care. And then there's a lot of people that are like, Frozen's freaking amazing, I love it.
feel like if you're saying the first movie we should do is Frozen, I think we could do a Frozen 1 and 2.
I'm
'Cause
okay with that.
Because
I was going to get to that.
you could like, and you'll see when you see Frozen 2,
You interrupted
they
me.
do a recap of Frozen 1 in
Yeah.
Frozen 2.
Oh.
So it's funny, and it's like, you could talk about Frozen 1 in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Like,
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We'll do a Frozen 1 and 2.
Hex yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
pause the movie, and we're going to shred it
Shreddo Fett.
Shred.
because you love it so much.
I love Frozen 2 so much.
I can't
don't
say
love
what I'll
Frozen
do.
1.
I can't say what I'll do. I've never seen them.
I
think you're
know
gonna
who
go
you are as a person.
Insano Fett. I think when you see Frozo Fett,
We got it. All right, get this guy out of here. Check, please.
yeah,
He's Spidey drunk.
yeah,
so.
no, but I'm really excited for that.
I'm into that.
I think you guys will love Frozen 2. Like honestly, I think Frozen 1 is.
Just let it go.
Oh,
He's already on board. And
I
don't
know, I
even get me
told you
started
that
because that's like one of my least favorite Disney songs of all time.
Same.
What's
I
your number
hate
one?
it.
Was my number one favorite or my number one least favorite?
Right now,
Number one favorite.
think of you only have. I'm going to give you 15. Stop thinking.
Taco Bell.
Your
Taco Bell.
So you get 15 seconds to think of your number one favorite
Taco Bell.
Disney song. Go. 1, 2,
Favorite Disney song of
3,
all time.
6, 7.
Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Interesting.
How does it go?
And I'll make
Let's
a
get
man
down to
out of
Business.
you.
The
So actually,
That's a good
and
one.
yeah, that is one.
I do like that one.
It's you only gave me 15 seconds, okay? So I'm not saying it's my absolute favorite.
Well, that was
but
what
it's
makes
the
it
first
fun.
thing that
That
comes to my
part.
I
head.
was going to say,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
And it's funny because I want a tattoo from that song like really bad.
Really?
Yeah. The
Okay.
What
you
would
must
you-
be swift as a raging river, as fierce as a you must be swift as a raging river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
Szechuan
So I
Fett.
want a tattoo of that in somehow, some way.
Like all those lines or one of those
not the
lines?
lines, but maybe like pictures of the line.
Hieroglyphics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like
Hieroglyphics.
a river and a
Hieroglyphics.
fire and a typhoon.
And Szechuan sauce.
And some Szechuan sauce. Little Mickey D, but like the Szechuan sauce container will be half
Szechuan
peeled
sauce.
back.
Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan sauce. It'll be half peeled back, so it's like
Oh, cool.
maybe I'll just get a chicken nugget too.
Get a nugget,
Yeah.
Nerd.
All right.
Honestly, that came to my head too.
Who's next? Ashley's next. No thinking.
She's like, I don't know any songs.
Taco Bell. Favorite
Wait.
Disney song. First one to come to your head. You got 15 seconds. Go.
1, 2, 3.
Can I say Randy Newman? You've got a friend in me.
Yes.
You can say that.
Yes. From your favorite franchise ever? Duh.
You can do
I
that.
feel like now anything related to Disney, I just bring up Toy Story.
Yeah. Friggin' Toyo Fett. All right. Tony.
Why did you just yell?
Sorry. Get too excited. Taco Bell. Go. 2. He already knows.
Yeah, just say it.
He's just gonna wait. He's like, I knew my answer when I asked
Well, no,
you.
yeah, 100%.
Actually, I think I have 2,
You can say 2. I don't care.
and both of them are from the same film.
We got 3 seconds.
Tarzan.
Eye to Eye, Goofy movie,
That's damn good.
and
Damn good.
Stand Out, Goofy movie.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and I would have.
Tevin Campbell, both.
Yeah, those are good. Those are so good.
I got myself a notion.
Yeah, those are definitely up there on my list. But so is not Tevin Campbell, but whoever voices Max. After today.
That's a great one too.
It's a great one. No more algebra tests till
September.
No more looking at losers like him. No more having a cheat. No more mystery meat. No more Jim. No more Jim.
No more Jim.
Oh, my
Gonna
God.
go to the mall. Gonna live by the pool.
Oh my.
Gonna talk to Roxanne.
Wow, that's
Nothing
amazing.
like a fool. Show me more.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
That
was
is a
little
good
too
one.
much.
He looked right through me. Freaking like Kermit the Frog. Who could clean her? I need a new me. With some positive proof that I'm not just a mop.
Oh my god, that's
Freaking goofy
That's
Fett.
amazing.
That's the first one that you missed on there.
Goofo Fett.
Goofo Fett.
Yeah,
Amazing.
those are good. Those are good.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Just something about that song.
Yeah, dude, they're all good, man.
But there's so many more. That's so hard though.
it is
Those-
hard.
Like honestly, the whole Tarzan soundtrack.
Yeah.
I honestly
I'm telling you, the whole Frozen 2 soundtrack.
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
has
that's
some
underrated.
Great songs.
It's underrated. The whole Hercules soundtrack.
Oh shit.
I mean, what? Prince Ali is one of my top favorite Disney songs.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Old and new.
it's because you look like Aladdin.
Thank you.
It's a
Aladdin
compliment.
Fett.
There you go.
There you go.
Agrababa Fett.
Agra Baba the Hutt.
Aw.
We're gonna start making Star Wars references
Every time.
You know what I want
What?
now? I want Ashley to make baby Akbars of all 3 of us on a T-shirt, and we could have the trio. Shirt.
How?
Wait,
I don't know,
what?
like-
Because it's like all look the same, but one will have a Spider-Man shirt, one will have a Toy Story shirt.
One will have
Wait,
a
what?
ponytail.
Who has a ponytail?
Imagine a little Akbar with a ponytail.
Wait,
None of
wait.
us. Oh, her.
Yeah, her.
Oh, I was like, none of us have ponytails.
And then he would have a little nose ring. Think about it, it'd be rad. If you had 3 little baby Akbars that looked like all of us,
Oh, and he's got the perfect nostrils for a
and
nice
the
ring.
animatronic trio, it's a twat.
Wait, so what if I'm making you as a baby
You
admiral?
would make all of us as baby Akbars, but it would be baby Akbar, but have like random features from each of us.
Oh.
So like for you, a nose ring and a ponytail.
And for him, a Starman. A Spider-Man
Starman.
tattoo.
Oh yeah, a Spider-Man tattoo, maybe a Spider-Man
Yeah.
ball cap,
And a little
scruffy scruff.
Yeah, you know, you would have
Oh, I
the
got
goatee.
scrubbed, too.
You'd have
and
the
you would have a
goatee.
goatee, maybe a little mullet,
Oh, mullet.
Mullet.
Malacious.
and
Malacious.
sleeves.
That should be.
That'd be kind of funny.
It would be awesome.
Seems like a
That
lot
might
of work,
be out of-
actually. You
yeah.
might want to get
Yeah.
started now.
Yeah, we want that at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
No shit.
Yeah, you got less.
We have a
than 12
conference
hours.
call at 8 a.m.
I'll work on it.
All right.
Man. That's good.
So our next movie. So that's our homework.
So we're gonna do Frozen 1 and Frozen 2. Feel free to watch them. Chime back in next time. I think we'll do that.
We'll talk about it, and we won't do play-by-plays.
No, we're just gonna talk about it broad strokes.
Yeah.
I don't know why we honestly.
It was just that movie. It was just that movie.
Like, if you watch that movie and you want to hear us talk about it, listen to it. But if you're just a normal human who doesn't like really stupid things, don't listen to it.
No, come on. You don't have to beat us up that bad. If you're just an idiot and you hate idiots...
If you want me to just delete it off of YouTube, fine.
Just let us know how much you hate us.
They call me low self-esteem Fett.
Yeah, they call you a Steamo Fett.
That's so stupid.
Okay. Anyways.
No, but yeah, this would be a good one. I think it'll be fun. Because I've seen Frozen 1, but it's been a long time because I don't have a daughter. I have nieces. You have a daughter who liked it, right? Or is this just a you thing?
It's just a me thing.
Oh,
so no, she loved Frozen, and then I was the one, when I saw the trailer for Frozen 2, I don't know what it was about that trailer. It really isn't that great of a trailer. But
Your socks go up and
I was
down.
like, I want to see it. It looks cool. And then I heard about it. I heard some things about it. And I was like, I really want to see it.
My niece likes...
And so I've got a friend who has at the time, I believe she was 6. I don't think she was 7 yet. Like a foster child. And I was like, can we go take Sophia to see Frozen 2? Like, and so Lena hadn't seen it until like it came out. Mm-hmm. And I saw it in theaters and I'm like, it's freaking awesome. Like, but yeah, I wanted to see it on my own. Awesome. And yeah, it's coming from a guy who isn't crazy about Frozen 1 at all. Like, I don't really.
I'm curious what I'll think.
It's okay.
I thought Frozen 1 was
there's parts
fine.
about it that are fine, but like,
Olaf's
it's not
cool.
one of my. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite Disney princess movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I was always confused. I need to rewatch it, so let's not go into it now. But yeah,
okay.
Rewatch it. We'll talk about it.
Sweet.
Frozen 1, and I have not seen Frozen 2, so I wasn't going to, but now I think we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm curious if I like it or not.
Any closing thoughts?
Nope.
No.
Nothing fun.
Other
than hit us up on anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, follow, share it to anybody that you think might like this fun stuff. We are definitely trying to get some more love out there. We
get some more money. Because we want LaCroix to sponsor our videos. Please.
Yeah, we're poro Fett over
here. Friggin' broco Fett. I have no more LaCroix in my cup except that drop that went on my leg. Oh, one more.
Oh, I'm going to catch it.
Broco Fett.
Here we go. Chaos theory.
Dink. Oh.
Oh.
All right, well, like, subscribe, follow anywhere you can listen to podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all of that, and YouTube as well. So Animatronic Trio and all that, Instagram for more goofy content and random photos of us doing random
things.
Coolo Fett things.
Be on the lookout for us at a haunted house.
Oh, yeah, and I think we're going to go...
I think we're Bitcho Fett.
I think for October Fett, we're gonna Halloween Fett. We're gonna go a Jack-o'-lantern Fett.
Okay, go on.
I can't stop.
Can't stop Fett.
We're gonna go to a haunted house because obviously we can't cruise over to Disney, which is great this time of year. Maybe a haunted house.
And have some fun video content.
And we'll probably maybe make a standalone YouTube video of that.
That'd be rad.
Of me pooping my pants because I freaking hate jump scares.
Poopo Fett.
Oh, shit. But it should be fun. So stay tuned for that. And we need a catchphrase to sign off.
It's a twat.
Thanks for stopping by.
Peace out, O-Fett. Bye, O-Fett. Time, O-Fett.
Smell you later, O-Fett. Thank you. Later.
Do so Fett. Do so Fett.
Do so Fett.